And welcome back to the finale of Limeade 1.0, presented by Lime City, benefiting Philo. Our final game on the docket is a classic, close to my heart, Metal Gear Solid on PC. Take it away.
Alright, hello everyone again, this is UnderwaterSmoking, and today I'm going to be doing Metal Gear Solid All Bosses PC. So I'm actually going to be doing it on easy. So let's just go right into it. So 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. So for those of you who are not familiar with the PC port of this game, first off, yes, there was a PC port to this game. It is not that good. there's a lot of problems with it. But thankfully, because thanks to the community, namely BMN, it makes it a lot easier to run this and to also play it too. So shoutouts to BMN for all the wonderful stuff he's done for this game. He made a good launcher, he made a good auto splitter, just really good stuff. It's really helpful. So the first thing I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to be farming alerts. This is literally a brand new thing that D-Lime's just discovered. Like, I'm not even kidding, he discovered this probably, was it like a week ago or something?
It was like 3 days ago or something, I'm sure. I mean, it was like really recently.
It was so recent. But pretty much what I'm doing, I'm farming alerts in dock so I can get at least 5, and then that's enough for me to at least start off with, because we need a total of 10 to make sure that the rat is not RNG. In fact, we don't even have to worry about the rat. The keycard just ends up in the ditch, and then we just hope and pray we get a good card placement, pretty much.
Okay, the rat is dead. Crap emoji.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, more on the PC port. This port was literally made by 4 people in the basement, and I can literally show you the credits at the end that tells you those 4 people. And God bless those 4 people, because there must have been no quality control in this port.
Which is like one less person than made the PC port of 2.
I know, right? So some general stuff about the PC port. When the PC port originally came out, for some reason the developers couldn't transfer over the original console soundtracks, so they ripped fan-made music from torrent sites and then passed it off as the soundtrack, which is pretty fucking classic. But thankfully,
sounds like you're making it up, but it's genuinely true.
No, this is actually true. Like, it sounds like I'm making this up. But anyway, thanks to BMN, he was able to replace the original audio tracks into the PC port, so now we're able to listen to the great original soundtrack.
You're telling me BMN did something in his bedroom that the developers for this PC port couldn't? Yeah. That sounds about right. That sounds like
pretty much. Well, it's really funny because the dev team of the PC port, they were just some small-time nobodies living in LA, and for some reason Konami went up to them and say, hey, make a PC port of one of our best-selling games. By the way, we're not going to support you in any way, but do it anyway. Like, you think I'm making this up, but, like, this is true.
Yeah, they put, like, Konami is, like, classic for that. It's like, oh, no one plays games on PC. Just like, just throw a copy out, who cares? And then they're like, wait, why are the sales low? Why has no one ever heard of this port?
Yeah.
No one's ever heard of the PC ports of MGS1 or 2.
Here's the other crazy thing. The PC port came out 2 years after the original PS1 release. So everyone and their mother has already played, like, the game on PS1. So why need it on PC? That's probably why this port didn't sell well.
I don't think PC quite had the same association with gaming then as well that it does now.
Oh no, because when people think of PC back in like 2000, they're thinking of Quake, Doom, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was certainly in its
full-blown
infantry back then.
Yeah, not full-blown Metal Gear, you know?
But a couple nice things about the PC port is for your weapons, you can just press hotkeys on your keyboard to get to your weapons instead of actually menuing to them. So your 0 through 9 keys are basically your hotkeys. Like, example, 9 is the chaff, and we're going to be using that quite a bit throughout the run.
Right.
So it's definitely a nice perk, and it's also a key element to some nice little tricks later on in the game.
It makes playing this game hell of a lot easier. just pressing the hotkeys. Alright, so coming up is the cell block fight after I talk to DARPA Chief Donald Anderson.
Yeah, so the cell fight is basically just going to be a wave of a bunch of guards in threes. Just take them out as fast as you can, basically with your SOCOM pistol. It's just a guard rush, if you will.
He died. Was it a heart attack?
I'm not sure.
It looked like a heart attack.
Strange.
No, mysterious. This fight's a hell of a lot easier than guard rush on MGS2.
Or the exact same fight in Twin Snakes.
Yeah, I know.
Solid.
That fight's just a riot. The Ocelot fight on Twin Snakes is hilarious.
Yeah, that's
a joke.
It's hilariously hard. It's the hardest fight in Twin Snakes by far.
The whole game's got a difficulty curve like a wave.
Alright, so pretty much, I'm just standing in the corner here and spamming. I forgot to tactical reload there. But pretty much, yeah, I'm doing tactical reload, which, pretty much just makes reloading faster.
Yeah, so if you just unequip and re-equip with typically your R1 button, it's faster to reload than just having a manual reload.
And Meryl did her job, too. Nice. Alright, good stuff. Good cell block.
It's a pretty decent cell fight.
Yeah. Alright, now our way to Ocelot. Going down to Armory.
You assume you're gonna pick up some extra SOCOM bullets?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, gotta do it.
Yeah, Ocelot you can deal with one of two ways. You can do a more traditional approach with the SOCOM. There is a grenade strategy that you can do, but it's very precise, very easy to mess up, and not really marathon worthy unless you're a madman. So
yeah,
it's gonna
it's
take
not
it
like
easy with the SOCOM.
It's not the biggest time save on easy either, is it?
It's really
like,
not.
No.
It's really not.
The higher difficulties, it gets extended quite a bit, especially on extreme. But on easy, it's only a couple seconds.
I don't like my chances there.
I once ran this game in a marathon and I chose to not eat a ration and I died for it, so I'd always recommend eating the ration.
Always do it.
Rations are dope. Rations are useful.
Alright. I'm also going to do it here, just in case. Alright, so this is the Ocelot. Pretty simple. I know it looks kind of complicated, but you really just get the timing of it pretty down. Solid.
Great fight.
Very nice fight.
That was very good.
Yeah, very clean.
Very clean.
Textbook.
Textbook, right there. Learned from the master himself, Tromboncino.
Yes, sir. Legend of the game.
Legend of the game. Absolute
Messing
madman.
So now we're going to make our way back up to the first floor of the tank hangar, but we're going to be skipping a couple things. Normally you'd have to call Meryl to open a level 5 door to get out to the canyon. But we're just going to avoid all that. We're going to do a vent glitch.
Yep. And for those of you who are not familiar with Metal Gear Speedruns, you can do the vent glitch in any version of this game. You can even do it on the original PS1 copy.
Can I do it on my PlayStation Classic?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Damn, I'm ready to speedrun this game.
Lol.
Yeah, don't do that.
Please don't. Guys, please don't run PS1 Classic.
We're just joking, please, put it down.
Please, put it down, put it down. Alright, so, tank.
Yeah, so this is the tank. We're just going to try to throw 2 grenades inside the tank, throw them in 2 hits basically. US is going to take a particular line, get to the tank, and see what happens. The tank is a bit of a bitch.
It is.
Not terrible on the easier difficulties, but like on hard and extreme, it is terrible.
It is. Let's see if I get it.
You
Nope,
don't know
didn't
about
get it.
US, a bit of a basketball player on the slide, we dunking grenades.
Didn't get that, so just need to get us a little bit closer to the tank.
Yeah, there you go. Got it. Got that.
Yep. That'll be a
Yeah, tank
not
is
hit.
definitely my Achilles heel sometimes. As long as I have 2 grenades for, or at least 1 grenade for Psycho Mantis, I'm good.
No, this is PC, just cropped correctly.
Yeah.
Something not everyone knows is this game is also an RPG. When you kill bosses, you actually level up and you gain more health and ammo slots.
Yep.
That's how we're trying to sell it to RPG Limit Break, so make sure you spread that around. Nuke building's kind of a scary room because if you get an alert, you're 100% dead on any difficulty because
100%.
the room will fill with gas. So it's one of the scarier rooms on every difficulty.
It is. It's like an immediate reset. Or at least immediate continue. There's no way around it. So I gotta be good with the movement here because if I even screw up, I'm gonna get caught. There we go. We're only gonna grab the Nikita launcher. We don't need the rest of the ammo because we're only gonna use the Nikita for one thing, and that's for blowing up the circuit board and B2 to get to the ninja.
So this is the all bosses difficulty, so you will defeat all bosses by conventional means. There is an ability to skip 7 out of the 10 bosses, which is obviously a different category. And in this one, you do have to destroy the electric grid.
Alright, if I get this first try, $5 donation.
There you go, guys. There's your nut.
This is a little sus. Very sus. That was very sus.
PogChamp.
First try.
Done it! He's
$5
done it!
Now you
donation.
owe like 15 bucks.
Yep, I don't file another 15 bucks after this. Alright,
Very nice, dude.
very nice. Alright, and then we make our way down to Ninja, pretty much, from here on.
A ninja.
Yep. There's also some weeb named Otacon, but we don't care about him right now.
I think we all played this game when we were quite young for the first time, and is the ninja not the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life at that point?
Honestly.
Pretty dope. So yeah, the ninja coming up. Can't use weapons. You could use chaff grenades, but no, we don't. We're just gonna punch him and kick him hand to hand combat here.
We feel alive again.
It's the basis of all combat.
It is the basis of all combat.
Only a fool
Ah.
trusts his life to a weapon.
Now we can fight as warriors.
Only a
How'd
fool
you go?
trusts his life to a nut button.
It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
Alright, for this phase, we're actually going to get rid of the weapon because he'll see that and just start running around and going mad, so we're not doing that. Pretty much what we're doing here, we're just kind of like baiting him a little bit to like at least come near me, and then I'm kick canceling all my kicks. Pretty much what I'm doing is I do a PPK, a punch kick, and then I immediately press X to cancel the kick. You can, again, do this in any version of this game. It's very helpful when you're trying to get really fast movement in.
That's good, Snake.
Alright, so this is the invisible
Hurry up and
hide-and-seek phase. We hope for a good spawn here. That's a really good spawn. That's a very good spawn.
That's some high-level spawn.
High-level spawn. I use first person to try to view where he's going.
Yes, Snake.
He's right there. Alright. He tried to play dumb with me.
Where are you looking?
These are really good spawns. Wow. Those are some really good spawns.
Times.
That was pretty good RNG. That's all RNG.
That's all RNG. Alright, so this one is the trickier part. I'm actually going to do a strat that I've never done before, where I'm actually going to just keep running into him and then time it out. You gotta be really careful with that punch. That punch does a lot of damage, and it actually has a huge hitbox.
Even on easy, it is.
Even on easy,
punishable.
it's 100% insane. And look at me, I just got it.
Very, very.
First time ever
Nice.
doing that.
Nice ninja. Nice ninja.
Very good ninja. So, a couple bullets. And that's Ninja. Pretty clean. Could have been a little faster, but still clean. Alright. So now we gotta go find Meryl and get ready for Psycho Mantis. Now, really interesting thing about the Psycho Mantis fight coming up. So of course everyone knows that in order to defeat Psycho Mantis, you need to put your controller into the second port of the PS1. Well, here's the problem: there's no second port in a PC. So what do? The developers actually had a really cool, sly way to work around that. You use all keyboard to defeat Mantis. So if you use a gamepad of any kind, you cannot defeat Mantis. So for the Mantis fight coming up, I have to use all keyboard.
Unless you use a profile that I developed recently. If you use DS for Windows, you can actually bound your keyboard keys to your controller and avoid using the keyboard altogether. It's relatively new, but that is one way to get around it too.
Yeah.
With a specific profile.
But
Don't move.
I like to do the swag stuff, so defeating him on keyboard just feels awesome.
Okay, let's go. I know this place better than you. I'll be point man.
The keyboard's a pretty good controller to play this game with, right? Like,
it's really
people have had a lot of success using the keyboard.
Like Tromboncino does all keyboard.
Yeah, keyboard's very useful in this game, especially on the any % route. I still find myself using it quite a bit.
Yep.
I don't think it's fair to compare Tromboncino to mere mortals. Like, we can't just do what he does.
Honestly. Even though he taught me this entire route. Alright.
Come on, Mr. Foxhound. The commander is waiting.
Is he now? Alright. Sorry if Meryl's your waifu, I have to punch her a couple times, because it's a little more faster if I just go up here. Ah, I missed it. It's alright. Alright, so immediately throw a stun, grab some bullets, grab a ration, just kind of make our way over here to buffer a little bit, and then let's get ready for keyboard time.
Hog Camp, keyboard ASMR, let's go.
Oh, good spawn. Alright, he's gonna come right here. Alright, so 3, I have to count here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So after that, I throw a grenade. So what I just did there, it skips an entire phase because I got his health low enough where the game's just like, oh wait, you don't need to do this phase at all. So Meryl just, what? I did that perfectly, game. Okay, so never mind, we still have to go through that phase.
I think you did too many because on easy it's 7.
Really? I've done it on 9. Or at least that's what Trom told me to do, it's on 9.
Yeah, I've always done 7 for easy, but not a big deal. It doesn't
Not a
lose
big
much
deal.
time.
It doesn't save a lot of time, but it's more of like a convenience thing. You just don't have to do another phase. Alright, so we're just gonna spam more stuns. And then we're gonna play hide and seek. Yeah, another crazy thing about this port, there's no blackout, because why would there be? There's no TV, you're using a monitor. So, it kind of loses the charm of the fight, in my opinion. Ah, I couldn't get him. He's right behind me. Alright, take a seat, Mantis. And that's it.
It's an extremely technical fight with like multiple phases. There's a lot to remember, and
There is.
you really gotta know what's going on in that fight to do it well.
Yes.
For sure.
It's definitely not a walk in the park.
I'll take
Mantis
point.
can kill runs sometimes.
Snake, you follow me.
On any difficulty sometimes.
Yeah.
So now we're in the caves. We're gonna be greeted by some little doggos here. We're gonna try to avoid them. Not exactly the friendliest things in the world.
Sorry, gotta punch him.
Do you mean stroke? You gotta
Yeah,
stroke.
we're just petting them. We're just giving them a nice little stroke. That's
Yeah,
all.
little stroke, little stroke.
No, punch means stroke and pet. That's don't get it confused.
Snake, what's wrong? I thought you were good with
What's
dogs.
wrong, Snake? I thought you were good with dogs. Don't you backchat me. I'm submitting to that torture on frame
This
1 and
place
you're
is
dying.
mine. I'll
Getting
take
cheeky
point
with
of
me.
it. Stay back, okay?
But the radar is
So, this is the hardest part of the game right here.
Yeah, this is actually, guys, I don't think you guys understand. This is actually very difficult. And in fact, I'm not even gonna touch the controller. I'm just gonna do full keyboard for this.
Yeah, so you basically have to follow her to
Yes.
avoid these wonderful claymore mines that are in the area. The only reason why she knows where they're at is because Psycho Mantis was in her mind. So
Yeah.
we have to follow this unbelievably frame-perfect, precise path
So,
in order
yeah.
not
Oh,
insta
yeah.
death
Good, huh?
from the claymore mines.
And
It sounds
mind you,
weird,
you can't
but
mess
when
this
Mantis
up.
dove
Like,
into
it's an
my
instant
mind,
death if you
I was able to see where the
mess this
mines
up.
were
Yeah,
placed.
super
Are
hard.
you
This is a
impressed?
heavy reset point.
Okay, so
a little bit.
let's get my hands
Only
ready.
a little?
On keyboard, guys. Oh my god, I did it. Oh,
First try.
Wow.
first try.
First try.
Oh, guys,
Wow.
guys,
That was sick. That was
Guys.
so good.
guys,
So hard to do.
Right there.
we gotta run. We have a run. Alright, so now we have to backtrack all the way back to the armory to grab the PSG-1, which is going to be the most important part, the most important item in this game, or at least in this route.
Yeah, it's a vital tool to the speedrun. It's a shit weapon, but
Absolute
we need
shit.
it. So
And unfortunately, we have to use it to defeat Sniper Wolf.
You
Alright,
need a sniper for this section, but where is it, game? Oh, it's just like back at the start.
it's back at the very start of the game.
Don't worry
in,
about it. Off you
in
go.
Twin Snakes, you can actually go back just to the nuke building and get a PSG-1T from there. So you don't have to backtrack as far in that game.
Yeah.
Can you only do that on the PC version? No, you can do that on all versions.
Yep.
But not Twin Snakes.
Not Twin Snakes. Oh no, you actually have
Yeah,
to follow
all
that.
versions of Metal Gear Solid, not the Twin Snakes. Let's clarify that. You do that on Twin Snakes, you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
So.
they were ready for us that time.
Yup.
Yep.
They learned.
Oh, we learned all right. All right. So now we gotta go back to the snowfield. But thing is though, there are mines everywhere here. I'm actually gonna use the ration because I don't like my chances sometimes. We gotta follow this line.
Yeah, this is a little more tricky. No memeing here.
No memes
so.
here. I think I got it. Nope. I was a little bit off. Yeah, I was a little
that
bit
way?
off.
I go the other way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you just.
I think I went the wrong way. Alright,
Yeah.
so get ready for the most Monka-esque part of the run. I learned this
Yeah,
from
this-
I learned this from Tromboncino, and you can tell it's a Tromboncino strat because A, it's insane, and B, it looks super cool when you do it, so I have to focus here.
So he's basically gonna throw a stun. He's gonna throw the guard, and then throw another guard. Throw a stun grenade. To get an
Oh, I
alert.
threw a chaff!
Oh, the chaff.
Ah, I forgot to switch.
Hold up.
Alright, I think I'm gonna have to kill myself, guys.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
unfortunate. He had the wrong grenade in his hand.
Wrong grenade, sorry guys. Alright.
So the idea of this is you throw both guards. After you throw the second guard, you throw a stun grenade. As you're picking up the PSG-1, it'll knock the two guards out, and then you get to the elevator. And once you're at the elevator, you just punch, kick a guard, and then just.
I
jump
did
on
it
the
again!
elevator.
What? Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to switch again. Lol.
That's good. You're cool, dude. You're
Lol.
cool. It's a hard strat.
Hard
It's a lot of
strat.
stuff to do in a short period of time.
Yeah.
He was just looking for a new kind of optimization with the chaff grenade, but I don't
Yeah.
think there's anything there, dude. I think the stun might be the one.
Yeah, I think
for the
stun's
group.
gonna
Yeah.
be your best bet. Alright.
Yep.
It's always good to check.
Question everything in speedrunning.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
We have questioned and we've found that the right grenade is in fact a stun.
This is looking good.
God!
Oh,
no.
got too close to the guard.
I
That's
got too
unfortunate.
close.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest risk of this strat is when you do that punch kick, you're on the guard, or rarely he turns and sees you. So that's why this is like a monk-ass strat.
This is a very monk-ass strat, but it is the fastest that we know of. Chaff again. I'm so sorry, guys. I am really, like, off my game right now.
Alright. Pretty good. We don't got any more runs. You're the last dude. So
I am the last guys. Yeah. This is my long play of this game.
Welcome to US's Let's Play.
Yeah, I know. Hey guys, I've never played this game before. Why do the controls suck? This isn't Call of Duty. Alright.
Yeah, I don't know if this was mentioned earlier.
Oh, that was very risky.
Yikes! He turned and faced you. Like, wow.
Alright, well, I did it, and doesn't that look super cool when you actually do it? Finally did it, guys. Alright.
It's such an optimized room.
I know, it's just
I have
so...
nightmares about the armory.
It's bad. Alright, so now we have to follow the same path. For the mines. Nope. You just God mode.
Yeah, so in God mode, this is why the PSG one is very, very important in the speedrun. So if you go into the PSG one, you have iframes briefly as you're entering the scope, but if you press the PSG one and then equip any other weapon instantly with your hotkeys, you keep those iframes. So you press 0 and 9, you have iframes, so you can't get shot, you can't get hit by claymores. It's a very, very vital part of the speedrun. And it can be used in multiple ways, besides just invincibility frames, which you'll see later.
Yeah, so this is only possible on the PC version. It's because of the way the hotkeys work. Theoretically, it could be performed on the console if we could find a way to switch the weapons fast. The same interaction would happen, but as of now, there's no way of doing it on the console. And I sort of think, like, thank God, right? Like,
yeah.
It's good that it's only on the PC version. It's a good thing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're gonna see God mode in action again, where we're gonna go down here. I do need to count, so I need to focus here, but pretty much we're out of bounds, and I'm just gonna go to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That was good. Alright, so now it's wolf time. First, let me make sure I got that, and just try to ease my way in here. Ah, I didn't get it. Got her. So pretty much here, we pretty much hope and pray that she's nice to us. So far, she's being very nice, but it can go a complete 180 any second.
Yeah, so her movement's completely RNG. We know kind of where she'll seek to stop, but she can kind of, on the right side, she can sort of kneel down anywhere along the path.
Yep.
And choose to go left or right at random.
Ah! Yeah, this is why PSG 1 sucks.
You'll notice that he is going in and out of the PSG one. That's to steady his aim, because we don't pick up the diazepam in this because it's way out of the way. So it steadies our aim for a couple seconds, giving us an easier shot. But that was a pretty decent fight.
Decent fight. The wolf placement was actually very good.
Yep.
Like, no complaints there. And then we're off to cell.
Don't move!
With the all bosses and any percent modes, sometimes all bosses gets referred to as like glitchless, and we all kind of go,
Like it's close on the console version, but not on the PC version. It's still pretty glitch heavy.
Yeah. For a while, this was called large skips, or sorry, any percent was called large skips.
You win.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
And then we would say all bosses regular, and then say large skips. But now it's just called any percent for what was large skips.
All bosses, all you need to do is just defeat all the bosses and bring their health bars down to 0. But you can skip certain areas like the Four Horsemen elevator fight after the Hind. You can skip that since that's not a boss.
Not technically.
You can go out of bounds in a couple of rooms. So there's a lot of time saved besides the fast PC loads.
Alright. So yeah, we're here at Cell, and we just wait for Otacon, pretty much. Nothing much to talk about here.
Rip Meryl.
Yeah, Rip Meryl, guys.
I think the best change is the instantly being able to exit out of Codex, like such a great quality of life change.
I know. You don't have to mash Codex, which is the best.
That can be very hard on wrists, even for the best of them.
MGS1, you press X for every single screen of the Codex on console. It's extremely heavy on mashing.
Hey, did you guys know you can double tap triangle to skip all the codecs really quickly in MGS?
I have heard
really?
That, you know. There is
Wow.
a rumor going around.
Interesting.
Yeah, I figured you guys liked it.
Oh,
Wow.
I might do that next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quality content on Live Aid, watching a guy shit himself.
Live Aid, isn't that a thing with Bono?
Oh, Live Aid, shit. I said Live Aid.
Shout out Bono.
Limeade 2.0 live.
Yeah. Live Aid.
Wait, we're not supposed to announce that Bono is going to be at Live Aid 2
Oh
yet.
shit. Damn, sorry guys. Just wake me up when Queen comes. Oh, here comes Otacon.
Otakon.
Yeah, Otacon.
Hey, I've got this stealth camouflage suit, but I'm going to help you out. Here's a bottle of ketchup. Like that, thanks.
And a handkerchief.
Yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. We used to just go up against the wall. Well, I guess you could, but we're just gonna do this. Man, if I can get it right, just kind of get the right there.
Are you doing that for the alert?
Yeah, I'm doing it for the alert.
Okay, yeah, that's
Nice optimization.
What the hell? What are you doing with that ketchup?
This daring prison escape that would absolutely not work.
I sometimes wonder what was Kojima's inspiration for that.
yeah.
Like, that is such an outlandish thing.
It's supposed to make Snake out to be like kind of like a bit of a MacGyver, right?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he is influenced by a lot of those 80s action stars.
Yeah.
Very crafty. Alright, now all the way back to where we fought Wolf to go to Com Tower.
A lot of backtracking, a lot of repetitiveness, and
Yeah.
MGS1 for sure.
The reusing of assets was strong even in 1998.
Alright, so same thing with nuke building. Pretty Monka-esque. So we just follow this line. I did this already, but we just kind of cancel that guy, throw a shaft so we don't get hit with any of the cameras. Because even if you get spotted by the cameras, deadly poisonous gas comes in the room and kills you instantly, pretty much.
And I wouldn't want to get hit by a camera either. I think that would hurt.
Yeah, that's another thing. Whoop, we're not going. We're already here. All right. Alright, and same as before, we don't have to deal with those dogs, so do have to count again.
Yeah, it's out of bounds. It's pretty hard to do.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. A little sus. Yeah, missed it. I'm gonna have to Try to finagle here. Yeah.
Just a little finagle.
Yeah, a little finagling here. Let me see where I am. I'm like right up next to it. I don't even know where I am right now. This is like a new freaking area. Yeah, sometimes this happens. I try to count. The reason why I'm step counting, I'm counting every other step, is just so before I get to this point, that's where I get the door. Got it. Yeah, you just have
Nice
to.
finagle.
Yeah, you just gotta finagle a little bit there.
So this stair climb coming up, this is another pretty difficult part of the run. You're gonna have a lot of guards chasing you, trying to knock you over, just make your life a living hell. We'll see if US can get through this.
Yeah, it's
So,
a really difficult, especially difficult
if I can
part
get
of
it
the.
right there. Got it. Well, that's good backup.
Yeah, this tower climb is one of the more difficult parts of the PC speedrun.
Yeah, so a lot of what US is going to be doing is frame perfect tricks to try to avoid getting shot and kicked. We'll see if he can pull these off.
Yeah, if he does it correctly, he won't get shot or kicked the entire tower climb. Oh, that was a nice dodge.
Yeah, that was a very good dodge. Actually.
Frame perfect input.
Yeah. Here comes another one. That was a little sus, but we'll take it.
Oof. All right.
Yeah, that was a little sus.
Yeah, I'm surprised you went for that.
Yeah. Probably should have throw canceled that guy, but I got it.
Nah, you got this.
Ooh, that was very good.
Eesh. Scary. That's scary stuff, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely making it look easy.
Yeah.
Someone told me this, and I've repeated it at multiple marathons. I don't even know if it's true, but it's not like one giant room. It just reloads the staircase over and over again as you're climbing up it, and that's why guards sometimes spawn in random places. I literally don't know if it's true, but I've told a lot of people that it is.
Then it must be.
Must be true then.
Wow, is that perfect climb?
Perfect
That was
climb.
a
Biggest shot
perfect
kicked
climb.
one.
Wow.
Not a
Unreal.
single.
So good.
Unreal.
Not a single bullet hit. Alright, so here's
So
the
he grabbed
spot
the-
that... sorry, continue.
I was gonna say he grabbed the rope at the bottom of the staircase for this rappel scene coming up. If you don't grab the rope, you just go all the way back down to get the rope. So it's tough.
Yeah. But that trick I just did, that used to give PC runners hell because it would almost guarantee crash there sometimes. But thanks to a little trick that Metal Glen Solid figured out, where you just select the game on multiple cores, or run the game on multiple cores, I mean, we no longer have to worry about it.
I'm surprised that multiple cores even existed when this game came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised I can read them.
Game released in 2000.
And 200.
Yeah, 200 years old.
Yep.
Back in the year 200, video games was created by Kojima.
Yep.
Well, that was actually a good repel.
Yeah.
That was actually very good. I'm actually doing some frame-perfect dodging here.
Bastian said in the chat, nothing will hit him, is he the one called Fortune? Which I think's hilarious.
Wow, usually you get shot maybe once or twice there, but that was some good frame perfect inputs there.
Alright, so we grabbed that, and now time for another episode of stairs. We have to go all the way down so we can trigger Otacon pretty much, but we're gonna skip his cutscene and just make our way all the way to the top to make our way to Hind.
I'll give you a heads up since I saw this. You only grabbed the launcher. You didn't grab the extra ammo.
Oh, I didn't
Just
grab the
as
extra ammo.
No, so grab
there's
some extra ammo on top.
Yeah, the ammo's on top. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
I don't want you going into that with one missile. So.
No. I'm grabbing all. I always grab the ammo on top. That's why.
That's fine.
That's why I only grab it. All right, so
Yep.
right about. We're almost there. We have to do it. Right about here. I do it here, and then I skip the Otacon conversation here. The problem with going into this version of GME, because there's 2 versions of it, there's GME 1 and GME 2. In this version of GME, it really messes up the camera, so I have to actually do first-person view to do this.
Yeah, this really is a metal stair jogger.
Yeah. Little known fact, this game was originally supposed to be called Metal Stairs. That joke got ruined. Fuck it. Fuck it, forget I said anything. I was gonna say Metal Gear Stairs, but I had a fucking stroke, apparently.
It's been a long weekend,
it's 11, guys.
Yeah,
pooped
out.
Oh, man. So, here.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
It's 11, guys, so hope everyone's having fun. Alright, so Stinger missiles. Alright, so now time for Hind.
A Hind D.
A Hind D? What's a Russian gunship doing here? Alright, so this fight's a joke, because all I do is God mode, and then just launch at the dude.
This fight on console can be very technical just because you have to dodge the shots and mind your ammo count, but on PC it's definitely a little more forgiving with the
way more forgiving.
I
find the Stinker in MGS1 so difficult to use, like compared to.
I hate it.
It's not. 2. Yeah, 2 just feels more responsive for some reason.
But yeah, I do find it's a little fight.
Yeah. So the moment I hear nice shot, that's actually where he's about to do just kind of like pretty much like a huge bombardment on me, but of course it's not going to affect me. Now, the second phase though, I really gotta time out the shots, because if you don't, he goes under and that just wastes so much time. So I really gotta try to time myself here. Wish that first shot landed. A little quick on the draw there. Alright, I really need more ammo. Yep, he's probably gonna go under any second now because I did that. Wait, no, not yet.
You got this.
Not yet, Hind.
Ah, come on, why are you moving? Why are you moving, bro?
Yeah,
oh, he's going under.
Helicopter
he's going under.
Yeah.
Yep, alright. Well, I tried. So yeah, this pretty much wastes time. So we just gotta wait.
He tried to keep him what's in what we call a hind cage, where we just keep him up and prevent him from going down like this.
Yeah.
It's especially punishing on the lower difficulties because he just stays down forever.
Yeah.
Whereas like on extreme, he does come up fairly quick.
Where is he? Yeah, I need more ammo. Oh, I need to waste one more shot before I can get ammo. Here, I'll just let it count. There we go. Alright, so, let's see if I can get ammo for the wolf fight. Yes, this is vital for the wolf fight.
Gotta have your Stinger ready for the sniper duel.
Yeah. So, watch Snake survive this, because no human will be able to survive that. Look at that. Like, directly to the fucking face. How do you survive that?
That's pretty badass.
Apparently, like, you know, it'd be cool if you look away from explosions, but you're even cooler if you stand in them.
Just stare at the explosion right in its eye. card. Alright. And then guess what? We have to do more stairs.
I love stairs, that's what I came for.
Oh, flight simulator. Stair Simulator 1998.
There you go.
No one's managed to make a successful stair joke
I
yet.
know. Could someone make a good stair joke without, like, losing it?
God.
Shit. So typically on console, you have to like time out chaff grenades or regular grenades to not get hit by any of these cameras. But yeah, on PC we don't do that. We're not about that life. Over here, don't have to worry about the elevator because all we can do this. And there's Wolf. Alright, so Sniper Wolf 2. Hell of a fight. Probably one of the more difficult parts of this run. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a mix of Stinger and also PSG-1 to try to locate her and try to get in as many hits as I can. Wow, she missed. Ah, man, log onto her. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Wow, she's really debating right now. I'm gonna go ration just in case.
I'm no weapon expert, but I can't see any logical reason why a Stinger would lock on home in to a person.
Yeah. Kojima, explain.
It's just MGS2 things. I mean, what?
What? Yeah.
It's an anti-aircraft gun, right? Unless she's an aircraft on the sly.
Welcome to Sniper Wolf Airlines. Alright, out of bullets. Knew that was gonna happen. Thankfully, there's always bullets right here. So yeah, it's just
down quite a lot.
It's just a matter of like finding where she is and then sniping her. There's really not much to this fight, it seems like, but it's her RNG and placement that really can screw you over.
Yeah, this is probably the biggest element of RNG in the entire speedrun.
That's why I think it's probably the most difficult part of the run. At least one.
Yeah,
of them.
this fight's utter trash.
It's
Hey,
trash.
I thought it was the rat. Oh wait.
Yeah. Crab emoji. What's a rat? Rat. That's so 2019.
That's so literally 3 days ago.
Alright, so there you go. Just skip blast furnace.
Yeah, no crane on the PC. No
Nope.
dealing with.
I don't need it.
And
overclock
no,
and stuff.
no disc change either. We don't have to change our compact disc.
Yeah. Discs.
All
I don't know if there's-
702 megabytes.
I don't know if this was mentioned before, but there's no fall damage in MGS because you're never actually supposed to fall off an object.
Oh no.
Right.
So you just literally leap to the floor and it does no damage. It doesn't matter how high you fall from.
Yeah. Another
Clearly IRL strats.
Yeah. Another crazy thing you can actually do in the PC port is if somehow you're falling, if you try to go prone, it actually crashes the game entirely.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's a big no-no. It's
yeah,
especially
big.
a problem on any percent in the comm tower and occasionally the out of bounds in the underground passage where you fight Wolf 1.
If you accidentally go prone while you're falling down, you know, it's game over.
Well, I've done this game at Marathon twice and I didn't know that, so I'm glad it didn't happen.
Well, you did console, so you don't have to worry about this.
Oh, okay, I misheard. I thought you meant on
Yeah,
console.
this is just for PC because
Yeah,
you
just for
can
PC.
go out of bounds and stuff.
I had like an out-of-body experience then. What would I have even done?
Alright, so coming up, it's probably my favorite part of the run. It really shows you how broken this port is, which is the Vulcan Raven fight. I'm just gonna let it speak for itself, because what you're about to see is pretty crazy, and it's gonna make you rage.
No explanation either.
Yeah, no explanation.
Where he's standing is it's frame perfect, so he avoids getting hit.
And as you can see, that machine gun is clearly just missing Snake. Just slightly
Here's
missing his elbow.
swag strat right here. Got it.
Great fight.
Great fight.
Great fight.
Yeah, that was frame perfect.
Yeah, so to everyone who grew up with this game and had a, really hard time with Raven, just get good. Just get good. Like, come on.
What are you playing at? Honestly.
That's not high level.
High level.
It's not high level, guys. All right, I just realized I probably didn't get enough alerts for Drainage Ditch card, so I'm okay with Rat.
I think you have enough.
Really? I feel like I missed one in docks.
I feel like you have enough because of Armory.
Really? But none of
You
them
took
cleared.
a lot of alerts there, remember?
Yeah, but
Because of what
none of them really cleared. Except for one of them.
they still
Actually,
counted.
Really?
Because
Alright.
you took a game over. That's the same thing as a clear, I believe.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
pretty
we'll
sure
see.
you can.
We'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
Go for ditch. Go for ditch.
I'll go for Ditch. If I don't see anything, it's probably Rat.
I'm pretty sure you got more than 10. So, coming up is my new favorite part of the run, the anti-rat. Rats are a thing in the past. Rats are so 2004, 2020, 5 days ago strats. We're going to look for our lost pal key we're about to lose in the drainage ditch.
Yeah.
And it can spawn in one of 7 spots. 6 spots are pretty good. The 7th spot is meh. But
I think just for safety, I'm gonna let this alert clear. So yeah, basically you clear 10 alerts, and that's enough for the card to just be in the drainage ditch and not have to worry about the RNG of the rat.
yeah, funny enough, that alert though does not count towards your total.
Really, that doesn't
BMN
count?
found out. Nope,
Really?
it is determined before you lose. Like the alert you get as you're about to lose the pal key, that's the last one that counts towards the total,
Well,
according to BMN.
all right. Well,
All right, here we go.
we're going for it, guys.
Option what?
SOCOM. Palkey, got it. That's really good placement.
Yo,
Wow.
option 5. That is second
Wow.
best.
That's
That is
second
near
best.
God key.
Wow.
So that pal
Incredible.
key is better than a god rat normally. So the rat is dead.
Rat's
Crap
dead,
emoji.
guys. I cannot tell you how happy I am knowing that Rat is dead.
Wait, did you say rat? I think you mean crab.
Rat emoji.
Okay, gotta get good crab RNG now.
Crab RNG.
Yo.
Alright. Time to hop in this bad boy, and then make our way back to where we fought Raven.
Yep, option 4+1. 4+1 Harrier. I mean,
4+1 card.
right, 4+1 card. We want 5+1 normally. That's
Yeah.
God key.
God key.
Yeah,
Alright,
so
so,
basically,
yeah.
we have to insert the PAL key into 3 terminals. US just did the room temperature key. Now we have to go freeze the key, put the card in the second computer, and then go back to the blast furnace and warm the PAL key. Why we can't put it down our pants, I have no idea. But yeah, there's a lot of backtracking in this sequence. So.
A lot of people are surprised that, like, when they think of a Metal Gear Solid speedrun, they think of, like, super fast, non-stop action and stuff like that. There's actually a lot of backtracking in this run. They're actually thinking, a lot of people are thinking of Metal Gear Solid 2. That's non-stop almost. Just non-stop action there.
Yeah, it gives you like a slight minute before taking you to hell.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like non-stop, then 1 minute, and then back to hell.
Yeah. So MGS2 is a non-stop run. There's actually a lot of times to chill in this run, and that's why I kind of like it. Sometimes I want that challenge, and Metal Gear Solid 2 gives it, you know?
I adore the MGS1 speedrun. I think it's really good.
It is.
Yeah,
it's a very special
run. I love it.
It's a very special run.
Yep.
Okay, so here I do an audio cue to know when the key card is cold. It's actually coming up right. Wait, no, I don't think that was it. Nope, that wasn't. I messed up. Alright, so I gotta wait another minute. Yeah, it's okay,
That's
guys.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's not high level.
That's not high level, guys.
Yeah, that is not high level. It's alright. It happens.
Yeah, you forget sometimes the music, like, loops really bad in this game.
Wait, you're using an audio cue. Haven't you changed the music?
I think,
BMN put all new music in. No, it would be the same because it's the one from MGS1.
Yeah, it's the one from MGS1.
This would be the same, but if you go blast furnace, you go off a visual cue, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, so
which
that
is
won't
more
affect
reliable.
you. Yeah, I typically go off the timer, but there's a lot of ways you can do it.
I just checked my card, man. I'm not high level.
Not with that attitude.
Alright, here it comes. The audio cue when the string hits the second note. Alright, so now I don't even have to look at it, I know it's cold. Ah, Shadow Boxer. Sometimes when you don't go up the ladders, sometimes if you don't go up the ladders far enough, it looks like Snake is punching ladders.
Yeah, the hitboxes for the ladders are a little bit wonky on the PC version. They're a little more forgiving on console.
Yeah. I'd say they're straight up trash on PC, honestly.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, you gotta be up against the damn thing just to climb up the ladder. Though it's really funny to see Snake hitting ladders, though. Alright. Got that. And now we go back to Blast Furnace. So yeah, not much to really talk about the backtracking. It's just playing the game as normal. But the moment that last keycard goes in, that's where we get our final suite of boss battles, and that's where shit really hits the fan sometimes.
So yeah, not too much to say here with this backtrack sequence, but I will take the time to say that this has been a really awesome marathon to host, to restream, to be a part of, and for everybody involved in it. It's just been more than we could ever imagine and hope for. I just want to say thank you guys for everything. It truly means a lot to Philo, I'm sure, and to me, administering this and being a part of it, and to everyone. Thank you very much.
Very
Yeah,
well
it's
said.
absolutely outstanding.
Yeah.
And everything we wanted to accomplish, you know, it's been doubled, tripled, unreal, absolutely unreal.
Yeah, I mean, our goal was $200. I haven't even factored in the bits and subs for today. I think we're over 6, so that's unreal.
Incredible.
It really
Unreal.
is.
Alright, almost there to Blast Furnace.
Things are heating up in the blast furnace.
Got him.
I love this. This is my favorite fact about Metal Gear Solid. If you come out of the cargo elevator, into the blast furnace, and you stand on the right wall of the room, and you punch 100 times while facing left, you will reach the ration and not fall in the lava. Tromboncino told me that.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's very useful if you're doing a blind run of this game, which he has completed this game blind, 100% blind.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, unreal stuff.
Alright. So, you see this guard here? I'm gonna watch this guard make his rounds twice. And then when he comes to right around there, that's when I know the key card is hot. So I just watch this guy till he ends up there again. And this is a good time to show off the D-Lime's lean.
Let's go.
Alright.
Can we get a quick vote in the chat whether I should spend 25,000 points to make Ed a mod for a month?
Jeez.
Yikes.
Everyone vote now, yes or no.
Nay.
Time to show off another thing. This is called skating. Literally, there's no reason to do it in this run, but it's just cool. Another interesting thing about PC port is that you can actually, like, use your hotkeys while in the middle of cutscenes, which has some pretty funny results, especially Phase 2 of Rex. But I can literally just press that. You're not supposed to, like, do anything there, but if I press the hotkey, he can't pull out a weapon.
But, can he pull out a...
Can you pull out a nut? You can try.
Before I do this, and it seems to be a lot of yeses, I just want to make it clear that the rules of mod for a month says mod for my channel, one for 1 month. If you abuse it, you will be permanently banned. Please keep that in mind, Ed boy.
Perma-banned.
So, you want that on Ed?
Yeah. Please keep that in mind, Ed. That goes for everyone. You're not... Oh boy, it should be an interesting month.
Enjoy. You have been granted.
Oh no. Oh no. Alright, this is it, guys. Last key card.
Hey, remember that guy who used to be in the server called Ed, who got permabanned?
Green sword. Ed boy.
The green sword
Wow.
of moderation.
The main thing it gives to Ed is it stops people from being able to delete his comments.
Right.
Like, I literally can't mute Ed for 1 month.
Now I'm tempted to stream 30 days in a row just to see what happens. Alright, so we're coming up on the last part of the game here. We're gonna insert our spicy hot PAL key and save the world, I think.
Solid Snake saves the world once again.
We did it. We deactivated Ray. Oh no.
Ray.
Ray?
Ray. It's been a yeah.
This is clearly Sahelanthropus.
Yeah, it's clear Philanthropist.
Oh, Shagohod.
Yeah, it's Shagohod.
What's the one we saw in Rising? Metal Gear Extreme X or something? I don't know what the hell it was
I don't know
called.
what
I don't even know.
I don't even know.
Like,
Super Ray Metal Gear.
alright, so we're coming up on fighting a big machine dude guy thing.
Sunglasses?
Had to do that.
Yeah, those are pretty good things. But yeah, we're just gonna be firing stingers at the radome, and yeah, pretty simple fight.
Good phase one.
Now
So remember what I said about pressing hotkeys? Well, this is what happens here.
I can finally die.
That's extraordinary.
Pressing hotkeys and cutscenes. Some pretty funny results.
Truly alive. Not truly dead.
There's some good lean right there.
Dying shadow in a world of light. But soon it will finally
Look at all the nerds in the chat that know the name of the Metal Gear from Rising.
Actually, Ed, it's called Excelsis, not Excelsius.
Is that Microsoft's spreadsheet program?
Alright, go on mute. Feel I'm
Here we
supposed to take
go.
it away with explaining or whatever.
Liquid.
Yeah, so the Dickwood fight, Liquid Snake. US is going to try to go for an infinite here, where we do a specific rhythm to just punch Liquid in the face a bunch. It is somewhat of a precise rhythm, and you have to set up the position in a particular manner. It is pretty hard to pull off. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's all about the rhythm. So you want to throw him twice at the start here, and then he's going to try to punch him in a rhythm.
Ah! Come on, backups.
Like some flick back.
I have never had a decent Liquid. Not even in Marathon, but in general. But I've had some pretty horrendous ones in Marathon too.
The only time I got a perfect Liquid, the game crashed.
Get wrecked.
That's not a joke. I'm being 100% serious. Limes was there. So was Tyler and I think Apache.
Rest in peace. If you fail the loop, you really need to know your phases well. How Liquid's going to behave later in the fight is different. There is a really good guide for this fight made by Plywood, which will get you having beaten spots in no
Oh
time.
man, that was rough.
It was a mini infinite. It was a
Yeah.
It was a decent fight. It was decent. I've seen worse.
Yeah, I've certainly had a lot worse. So.
I give it a solid 6.
You've seen worse. Just at me next time, right?
Oh yikes!
Hey man, you have 5 seconds to go on the timer, and you were nearly dead. That was exciting stuff. So this is the escape sequence. Now we have to get out of here before the whole place gets bombed to hell. We're gonna be taking out some guards and a dude chasing us on a jeep. So
Not just any dude, a crazy dude on a jeep.
he's a madman. So you're gonna want to blow up these barrels here coming up to kill these guards.
Good job, Snake. Let's go.
I thought that hitbox was good or whatever.
And then the second checkpoint is not going to have any barrels, so we have to deal 4 shots into each guard.
Can't get through.
Wow, I haven't gotten a shot like that. Right.
You did it, Snake.
Alright, so that is the end of the guards, and now we have our mystery person go back into play. It is Mr. Liquid Snake.
What an unbelievable twist.
Yeah, so on easy difficulty, you have to deal at least 15 shots to him. There'll be a few different phases. There'll be a couple of tunnel phases. He basically has a health bar that's just invisible. Each difficulty has a different number of shots you have to deal to him. Like I said, on easy it's 15 shots.
That was a good transition shot.
Yeah, so transition shots are just shots that we get as the phases are transitioning. It is very critical that you do that, otherwise you will lose a few seconds. And time will be coming up on the score screen, which another benefit about the PC version is we get to skip the credits. So we can go right to the score screen.
That is one of my favorite features.
Alright.
Snake, look, daylight. Hold on.
Alright, coming close to time. And time.
Well done,
Very
man,
good,
mate.
dude.
111. I mean, could have been a lot better, but hey, marathon luck.
Yep, very good, dude. Very good
Yeah.
run.
Enjoyable run.
Yeah, thank you for being a part of this, showcasing this run. This was very nice.
Of course,
Very nice to
yeah.
have you.
It's an honor to be the kind of the grand finale of the
Yeah.
of the charity stream. So thank you all for having me.
But yeah, we'll transition over to the intermission screen. Stay tuned. We're gonna just kind of wrap things up here, kind of recap, and yeah, stay tuned.